Hey, how y'all doing? Hi. It's kind of difficult doing this while driving. Damn. Okay. Today, honestly, I wanted to talk about how dangerous it is to not be connected with source. Like today, 111 on the clock. Today, I don't want to share too much, but I have an example, and I got to see with my own two eyes, like what life is like where you're disconnected from source, right? And it really opened my eyes to like a lot, because, and this goes from any example, right? A lot of times we interact with people and we ask ourselves, why do we have to experience this? Why me? Like, this person practically ruined my life right now. Like, why did I have to go through this? Is this a punishment? But we get to forget to realize that that person was there to teach us something. Teach us that if we don't have X, Y, and Z, this is what it is. Or if we don't get our life together, this is what it is. If we get too comfortable, this is what your life could be. You know what I'm saying? And I got an example, like, this is what your life is going to be like if you're not connected with source. The moment you're not connected with source, or God, or whatever you try to call it, I call it source because I feel like it's far grander than the word God, because the word God gets like misconstrued with Christianity and all that. But I think it's grander than that. So I call it source. But when you're disconnected from source, it's easy to get scared. Fear keeps you at a lower vibration. And because of that lower vibration, you're just stuck. You can't manifest if you're in fear. If you're scared, you cannot manifest. Like, maybe you can manifest when you're in pain, but when you're scared, when you're constantly in fear, when you have anxiety, you can't manifest anything. Like, you're stuck, basically, until you get closer to source. So that's one example. But the main focus of this video is sometimes God shows you people as a lesson. People are either a lesson or a blessing. Just peep that. People are either a blessing or a lesson. Not everybody's meant to be here for your entire life. Some people were here for seasons, not forever. You know? So if a person leaves your life, let them. If a person comes in, let them, probably, whatever. But within seasons, you gotta let things go so you can grow. Bars. Let me not. But yeah, like, just be wary of that, because I would interact with the most heinous people ever, the most nastiest, rudest, low vibrational, cruelest people I've ever met. And then during the time, I'm like, God, what did I do to deserve this? Like, I thought we was cool. Like, why did I have to go through that? Like, that person treated me horribly. And then months later, years later down the line, I'm like, oh, they're just an example of, if I don't get my life together, this is what could happen. Yes, they gone through things. You gone through things. But they allowed themselves to become the things that they've been through. So if you keep on doing that, that's where you're going to end up in. Some people are here to teach you patience, teach you compassion, or either teach you how to not treat people. Two people can be raised in the same household, and they can both turn out completely different. It's different by the mindset. A person can have a horrible parent, or a person can have a horrible upbringing. One person can be like, well, that's all I know, that's all I've been around, that's all I've taught, so let me become that. I turned out fine. And another person will be like, you know what, I hated that, I don't want to go through that, and I don't want to go put another person through that. Let me heal, and let me do better, and let me use that as an example on what not to be. It's all based on the mindset. Everything is based off mindset. So if you maneuver life with that, and you keep note of that, your life will be easier. Not saying like less bad things will happen to you, go through less trials. No, but you'll handle the trials and tribulations much easier, much lighter, because you're aware that this is meant to help me grow. Because life happens for me, not to me. Everything will always work out in my favor. If you constantly tell yourself that, you're going to believe it. Right now, I'm not really enjoying life right now. Like, at the present moment right now, like, now, no, I'm not enjoying it, bro. Like, I'm not. And it's okay. That's literally okay. Life is not always supposed to be sensational, you know? You're supposed to have, like, down times. You're supposed to have days and months or maybe years before you're like, wow, I would trade it for the world to not experience this. Like, you know? So you can appreciate an actual sunny day. So you can appreciate what happiness is truly like. Having a good day after having a bad day feels 10 times better than just having a good day. A good day without experiencing or ever having a bad day would just be a regular day. You need the bad and the good. I don't really believe in both, but for this video, I'm going to just say that. You need that. That's the duality of life. You can't have one and not have the other. You have to have both. They're the same. They're two sides of the same coin. Simple. So it's like, I'm not trying to invalidate anybody. Like, yeah, like right now, life, it's lifing. It's lifing, but I know it's not going to be like that forever. I know this is temporary. This is supposed to help me. This is teaching me something. I don't really know yet, but it's teaching me something. Literally, like 20 minutes ago, I was on the verge of crying because I'm like, can y'all like ease the pain or something? Like, the way to grow, you're supposed to be uncomfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable. You cannot grow if you're comfortable, because if you're so comfortable, you're not, that's the last thing you're trying to do, is to grow and improve. You're comfortable where you at. You're chilling. You're fine. You don't see a problem with what you're doing because you're comfortable. If you know something deep down is not meant for you, that job, that relationship, that car, that person you're supposed to be around, that lifestyle, whatever, the first thing you thought of when I was describing and listing those things, if you know it's bad and you decide not to trust your gut feeling, that gut feeling is God telling you what you're supposed to do. So you basically ignoring God. God's gonna be like, oh word, since you can't do it, I'm gonna do it for you. God will take you out that situation themselves. Like, she'll take you out that situation. Personally, me, I believe that God is a woman, so I refer to God as she. So God will literally take you out that situation expeditiously, because she over here saying, like, I literally gave you that gut feeling. I told you this is not what you're supposed to be doing, and you still stayed. All right, word. You're gonna get out of it by force. Like, that's how it is. Like, that's how I see it. People get confused that God is just like always loving. Like, yeah, she can be, but she can also be chaotic. That's the duality of it. She's God. She's everything. She's source. She's everything. You know what I'm saying? So just because something is done by love does not mean it's like cushy. Doesn't mean it's comfortable. Doesn't mean it's digestible. It's not. It's not all the time. Sometimes you need to be smacked against the head and be like, didn't I tell you to do better? Didn't I tell you to stop doing that? Sometimes you need to do that. That's love. Like, to a certain extent. I'm naming an example, but it's like, bro, like, you have to go through those times to appreciate it. So when the good times come, you can actually appreciate it for what it is. You're not just going to take it as a regular schmegular day. No, you're going to actually appreciate it for what it is. That's life. And the next time you experience something or somebody that you're not fond of, just remind yourself that this is a lesson. This person is teaching me something. Because life always happens for you, not to you. Everything in this lifetime, everything that happens in your life is for you. There's no punishment. Maybe there's karma, because what you put out is what you get back. But most of the time, it's for you. You grow the most when you're uncomfortable. And right now, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable. But it's needed, though. That's how I grow. That's how you get better. That's how you build as a person. So yeah, the next time you're sitting down and you're just like pondering and stuff like that, it's okay to vent. It's okay to vent. Because when I was venting, bro, I was keep saying, I know life happens for me, not to me. I was still like reassuring and stuff like that. Like, I'm grateful to experience this, but it's like, dang, can I get a cookie or something? Like, you know, like, talk to your guides. Talk to God. There's not a correct way to talk to God. You can talk to God however you want to talk to them. Whoa. See, some people don't know how to drive. Some people for real don't know how to drive for real. That really, let me not. But yeah, like, there's no correct way to talk to God. Talk to God like you would talk to your homegirl, your homeboy. God is within you. Talk to yourself out loud, because that's talking to God. Give yourself reassurance. Pat yourself on the back that you went through a hard, rainy season. At least pat yourself on the back for that. Because, yes, we gone through it. But did you celebrate yourself? Did you give yourself kudos for that? You know? Be your own support. Because right now, I don't got nobody I can call on. So I'm like, oh. Yeah, I don't really got nobody to. You have to go. You can go. It's your turn, sir. No problem. It's my turn. I'm starting to think some people, when they like been driving for a long time, they're forgetting the rules. I'm starting to realize that, because especially when driving right now, I don't know. It's What, lady? What are you doing? What are you doing, lady? Am I on the line? See, she messed up my parking. I'm playing. That was my fault. This is like taking 2 parking spaces, bro. 2 parking spaces, bro. You need to have patience while you driving. See, me driving is giving me me driving is giving me patience. It's giving me ways to control myself, you know? But yeah, I'm a dip. Stay beautiful, stay optimistic, and stay strong and resilient. Reflection. Things will get better. Your day will come. You got to believe it and talk to yourself nicely and be your own shoulder to cry on. This is making you stronger, even though you might feel weak. Trust in God and pray. And talk to her. Or them. Or him. Whatever you refer them as. Thanks for having time to talk to you. I'm out.